Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a mishmash. I have been sick for probably 2 weeks. It started out as allergies, then it went into a sinus infection, and then I lost my voice. So I'm just barely getting it back. But I haven't been filming because I just haven't been feeling super up to it. And it was Thanksgiving. It is literally the first weekend in December, and I think I haven't filmed in 2 weeks, which is really weird. So hello, I don't know when this will go live, but welcome. So today, I'm going to do a little bit of a mishmash video. So I'm going to shop out a stash, shop in a new one, because I'm really sick of the products I've been playing with for a couple weeks, because even when I'm sick, I still do my makeup. So I'll talk about some of the products that are leaving my stash and what I thought about them, why they're leaving, and why some are staying maybe. I have a nail review, not these, a different nail review. But we'll also talk about these because these were a surprise. And yeah, and then in general, just talk makeup and hair and nails, and let's go for it. I apologize if as I start doing this, I start sounding more and more raspy. It's just what's happening with my voice right now. I can't help it. Okay, so primer-wise, I always say that last week. For the last few weeks, primer-wise, I have had the Impossible Primer from Wet n Wild and the Ciate London Dewy Skin. I didn't care for this. I might pay it forward. It just, I don't think it did any blurring. I didn't really particularly care how it felt on the skin. It was just So I'm gonna not keep that. I think I will keep this one a little bit longer. I've actually been really liking how this feels. I'm also gonna shop in this LORAC Pro Skin Glass Skin Primer. I love that this is a glass bottle. It's a dropper. I love this primer. I bought it, I don't know if it was, I think it was last year. Maybe it was earlier this year. I'm using it right now. It's such an interesting primer because when you go to put it on, it doesn't feel like anything. It definitely has a silicone slip to it, but it doesn't leave the skin feeling like you put anything on it. Like you can tell that you put something on it when you touch it, but it doesn't feel like I have anything on my face, if that makes sense. Both can be accurate. So I really like that one. I hadn't used it in a while, so I thought let's toss that one in. For foundation, the last few weeks I've been playing with, so the L'Oreal Paradise Skin was a hit. Definitely recommend the formula. Just make sure to get your right color. This one is definitely too orangey for me. I do have a mixer. I didn't try it in the last few weeks. I just haven't been down for it. Plus, I love this formula so much. I don't want my mixer to mess up the formula. But it's a great foundation. The Il Makiage I've also been playing with. I really like this. I forgot how much I like this. So I don't see their ads as much anymore. I feel like their hype has gone down. And I think part of that too is because you can only get it from their website. You can't shop it in stores. This is the Woke Up Like Me foundation. I am shade 95. But I very, very much liked it. And again, I had to use a brush applicator for it, but it was fantastic. And then I had the Halo Glow liquid filter in there. I know this is technically a topper or a primer. I love it as a foundation. I think it gives the perfect amount of coverage to make your skin just look kind of flawless without looking made up, if that makes sense. Even though I'm sure the shimmer would be a little too much for some people. For me, it's kind of perfect. So highly, highly recommend. This was shade 4 I've been using. Really like it. I just want to loop some other things in, so I'm going to shop these out just because I have so many foundations. This week, I'm going to shop in 3 more liquids. I am going to keep my powder foundation, my Well People. I hit pan on this one. This is my really old bio-baked. I definitely hit pan, which is really exciting. You can see the bake pan down there. So I'm just going to try to finish this off. I think I can. So I'm very excited. And then I have been wanting to throw in a little more full coverage. We're coming on to the holidays. So I haven't played with this one in a while, but I just love this bottle. So this is the Pretty Vulgar foundation. I love the way this looks. I actually bought this at a TJ Maxx. I'm obsessed with the packaging. It's been a minute since I used this foundation, so I'm going to play with it and see if I like it. I know it's more full coverage. This is the Cool AF, and it is Unveiled Queen, number 32 is my shade. So I'm obsessed. I don't know what's happening with Pretty Vulgar anymore. I feel like they were like doing a going out of business thing. All their stuff was like super on sale for a long time, and it was all showing up at TJ Maxx. But then you go to their website and then they seem to have restocked again. So IDK. I'm also throwing in the Wet n Wild foundation. This is the Photo Focus foundation, the dewy version. I am classic beige. I have been feeling very dry lately, probably because it's getting colder. Sometimes like the heat's on at work, or, you know, my skin just feels dry. So I wanted to throw in, that's why the dewy primers and all that stuff. So I'm going to throw in that one. And then I'm throwing in this oldie but goodie. This is one of my all-time favorite foundation formulas, and I am dreading I'm going to finish this probably this year. This is the e.l.f. Foundation Serum. They do not make this anymore. This was an air pump. So like if you look, like it's hollow in there because it's pushing the product up. I'm a little over halfway through this pump. This is what I'm going to use today. This foundation, I want to say this was only at Target for a while. They had a collection called, I think it was like e.l.f. Bare or something like that. This was years ago. Because I remember when I was still working at e.l.f. When I was still working at Target, which was a long ago. It was before I was at Ulta. It was before I was at Sephora. I want to say that e.l.f. Bare, it was either there when I was working or when I was reaching the end of my tenure at Target, that they had this collection there. Anyway, I want to say minimum of 5 years ago. And I loved this foundation, and it's just so, so good. I bought a bunch of it on clearance. I also did, full disclosure, get some of it as gratis when I worked at e.l.f. Just because it was product that was still hanging out. Anyway, so yeah, I love this formula. There's something about it. So I personally think this is a perfect foundation formulation. It literally is what it says. It's a serum. It's so lightweight. You can see how effortless, like, it blends out. It just makes the skin look flawless and pretty, but not makeup-y. To me, this is the best e.l.f. foundation e.l.f. has ever created, and I'm so mad that they don't make it anymore. Like, I'm sitting here praying and wishing that they'll go into their vault and just re-release it. It was perfect. It did have an SPF 25. It was only a half an ounce of foundation. So this bottle is bigger than it's a tiny amount of foundation. It's the same amount of foundation you would get like in an eye cream tube. So it is a laughable amount. But if they re-release this and charge $14 for this, I would buy it. Forget their what do they call it? Their camo CC cream. I hate that. This, amazing. I wish they would go back, and I think they would find renewed. I think they were ahead of their time, honestly, because to have a serum foundation that lays down so beautifully, so lightweight with an SPF, I just think they didn't know what they had, and they need to bring it back. By the way, these mugs are the best. So this is Ray Dunn. I buy these at TJ Maxx. I am obsessed. Shout out to Heather for getting me hooked on basically anything Ray Dunn at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. But now when she comes out season after season with a new mug, I'm always like, which one do I need one? So I have this one, the Fueled by Caffeine. I have a couple of other ones. And I'm just obsessed. They're the perfect shape, perfect lip. And I know there's no scientific way of proving this, but the mug you drink your coffee from matters. That's right. Eyebrow-wise, I'm going to leave the collection fairly untouched. I'm going to keep using what I've been using. I realized I was watching another video. I was editing a video 2 days ago of the last time I shopped in a stash. And I realized I shopped this in and never used it. So we're going to tuck that right back over here into my basket and hope that I don't forget it this time. I'm also keeping in my e.l.f. Ultra Precise, which is what I'm going to use today. It's a little more red than I like it, but in case you didn't notice, I did dye my hair. And I can't decide if I like this color or not. It is very shiny and I very much like it. I also cut it, and I'm in the middle. It's like I cut off all the dead hair, all the dead ends. So it's feeling really soft. It's looking nice and healthy, but also it is in the strangest, weird, like, look at this. It's in such a weird length. Like, it's not yet shoulder length, but I have a lot of hair. It's like right in here. So I did take some thinning shears and sheared and thinned it out through the middle, but I still have a lot of hair. So I've got this weird, like, and it's always this voluminous, like, it doesn't want to sit down. So I get this carrot top hair happening that if I go red right now, I will just be giving off carrot top vibes. And I can't do that, even though I really want to go like red for the holiday. So I don't know what's happening, but it's in this weird middle, like, growing out phase where, like, it's not quite shoulder length yet, but it's also not a cute bob yet, like, anymore. It's just weird. So it gets put up a lot. I braid the front a lot, you know, just to try to, like, not obsess over it so much that I want to, like, shave it off or something. If I keep it up, then I will at least let it grow out to a length where it'll go. But that was a long way of getting to my brow situation, which is I'm also transitioning color. I don't know what I want. So this e.l.f. one, I love the quality of this pencil. I forgot how much I love it. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil from e.l.f. It's so easy to use. So I'm going to use it today. But this color isn't right. It's a little too red. I ended up picking up the Brow Stylist Definer from L'Oreal. This is in the shade, I think, brunette, light brunette. Oh, that's why. I thought I picked up regular brunette. That explains it. So I picked up a light brunette because precisely my brow in shade 5 is a little too dark right now. So I was like, I need a shade in between, and I don't want to spend $28 right now. Let's go drugstore-y. And I picked this up for $7 at Target. Well, it's too light. So the option is either too dark or too red. And I figure right now, you know what? This is coppery-ish. So let's lean into the red and go with this pencil. I think these pencils are $5, maybe 6. But I have to give it credit where it's due. This is a really great pencil. I know I'm always, talking about how amazing the Benefit Ultra Precise pencil is, but it's $28. It better be amazing. For $6, this is a pretty damn great formulation. I know I promised you guys another clear brow gel, but I just haven't dug one out yet. So we're still playing with Benefit's 24-hour brow setter. I'm sorry, I'll do better. So getting to eye makeup. So this is where it's gonna get interesting. So here's the thing. I have been thoroughly underwhelmed with every palette I've picked lately. So disappointed. So last time I shopped in the Gingerbread Spice Extra Spicy from Too Faced, the Rare Beauty palette, whatever this is called, Confident Energy. So disappointed in this. I really wanted to like it. It's a beautiful, the packaging is stunning. It feels chic. The shadows look beautiful. I can't open it. I don't care. I was just it's in the previous video. I was just so disappointed in this. So disappointed in all of the shimmers. So, And in the Gingerbread Extra Spicy, I do love the formula. Nothing wrong with it. The formula is actually great. Meanwhile, the formula in this is bad. The formula in this is great. I think, like, headline coming, I think I'm over the burnt orange thing right now on my eyes. I know. I don't even know who I am. But yeah, I am feeling so uninspired by all of my 80,000 palettes, and I don't know why. That's depressing. All right, so I picked a couple of shadows. So, full disclosure, I picked this one way before today. I was feeling so blah about those other palettes that I had to go get something else. So this is from Melt Cosmetics. This is She's in Parties. And look at this prettiness. So let's go purples. This is kind of one of those palettes that for me ends up being a go-to. You can see I've definitely loved that. So I figured let me go with a tried and true. I'm going with another tried and true. We're going to go with Urban Decay Original Naked Palette. Original Naked Palette. I'm so uninspired with everything that's current, like that's new that I've bought, that I'm like, you know what? We're going to go with something really, really classic. And then when I was over there, I found this. It's from Phase 10. Phase 0. It's called the Necessities Eyeshadow Palette. It's still in a box. I've never used it. I actually don't remember what this looks like. So we are looking at it together for the first time. And I'm guessing it's going to be neutrals based on the name. If I can ever get it out of here. Okay, let's see. So it's a basic palette. Phase 0. It is distributed by Parhatch Beauty in Los Angeles. And, oh, very basic. Okay. You know what? Maybe this is what I need. Maybe this is what's going to help me get inspired back into my makeup again. I don't know. So, all right. I'm going to go. Let's just, you know what? Let's bite the bullet. Let's dig in. Let's try something brand new. So we're going to try this Phase 10 and see how these shadows work. But yeah, when I say I've been uninspired, It has just been a thing. Every morning I just like dig in and do a single color kind of all over the lid and just call it a day. These are nice shadows, actually. So I used this color, this peachy color as the base, and this darker. I'm going to go into this pretty champagne shimmery color, and I'm just going to tap that just kind of all over my lid. By the way, while I do that, let's talk little nails. Little nail update. So these are a very nice surprise. So these were $1.50. I ordered them on Shein. I'm like, I know, we can do better. But sometimes there's just some things on that site that you can't pass up. And $1.50 nail set is just, there's something about it. And I was very impressed. They were very long. I cut these down to about half the shape, half the length. But they're a good quality nail. I was impressed. They don't have the most sizes. I was like a little when I went to like choose the sizes for my nail. I was like, oh, there aren't a lot of them here. So it got a little iffy in some of them, but it worked out. I don't think I'll get 2 sets out of them, so I'm used to with the Kiss nails. Best brand for nails ever. Stand by it, 100%. With the Kiss nails, I get 2 full sets, and they're good quality. Now, these have only been on for a day, so we'll see how long they last. They were a good little surprise, you know, when you throw them on in your cart and you're like, for $1.50, I'll try them. They were pretty good. So this is the first of my Black Friday purchases I want to talk about. So Macy's had like a 40% off all beauty on Black Friday. And I'm a Macy's card holder. I get all their emails. And I always check their site because for the holidays, Macy's is actually one of the best places to go for beauty. So I was on the app on Black Friday and came across a bunch of stuff. But I have been trying to find a black eyeliner that can replace my Persona Cosmetics, which is one of the traditional sharpening liners. And the Tarte Killer liners were on sale. I think these were $11 each. So I bought 2 colors. I bought the navy and the black. I love a navy eyeliner. So let's try these out and see how we like them. So here's the black. Oh, very soft. I barely had to push down at all to get that. That's nice. Let's look at this navy. Pretty. Oh, very nice too. Very, very soft. That's a nice navy. That's a really nice navy. Oh, I think I might go navy eyeliner today. Why not? This eyeshadow, I'm looking at it now and going, where's my eyeshadow? Just looks like my eyes. I think I need, hold on, before I line it out. I think I need to add something. So I'm going to pick up the Naked palette real quick and we're going to add a little bit of Dark Horse in there in the crease. It needs a little something. All right, let's see how this goes. First, the waterline. It is not as soft as I would like. Like, it doesn't deposit as much color. I'm not obsessed with that as much. I'm gonna throw some black on the top. Yeah, I have to push harder than I thought I would. On the back of my hand, I barely had to push, but on the eyelid, you know, your eyelid doesn't have, it's not as hard as the back of your hand. This is not nearly as effortless as I would like it to be at all. They're not bad pencils, but definitely not gonna be a favorite over my Persona Cosmetics at all. I mean, for $11, that's a little more pricey than like a drugstore. Oh, staying power is good though. Okay. Especially that blue. Oh, that blue stays way more than the black does. Fascinating. Interesting. That took a lot of rubbing. Okay, that's good. I didn't do the waterline very well. They're not good for tight lining. So that's a bummer. We'll see how long they last. So mascara-wise, I'm about ready to shop a new one in. So I had left these two in. This is the Lawless and the Big Mood in Blue. I'm going to keep Big Mood in Blue another round because, in fact, we're going to wear it today. Because it's probably about to dry up. This one's definitely too dry. I no longer like it. So it lasted about 2 months before I started noticing. So I'm going to toss it. The Ulta Lash Flash. This is the tubing mascara from Ulta. Guys, I have been obsessed with this. I have worn it almost every single day. Like, I'll try to wear another one, and then I'm like, no. And then I go back to the tubing. It is so good. So I'm going to keep that one in, keep the Big Mood. And then, just to do a side-by-side, is this one the black? Yeah. So I want to do a side-by-side tubing. So I'm going to shop in my Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascaras. Now, full disclosure, the black one is probably dried out. I think I've had this for over a year. Or just, yeah. I opened it probably about a year ago. And it was, I mean, I used it every day all the time. I just was like, didn't want to give it up. But this summer, I repurchased it, but I purchased it in navy. And I didn't like, it wasn't bright enough, but I only used it a couple times, then kept it really tight. And then the whole move thing happened. So this has been open since like July. So I'm going to pray and hope that it's still good. So we're going to try the navy. But today, we're going to go give this Big Mood from e.l.f. a last hurrah for a week here. I think it's finally reaching its dried up point too. So I know there's a lot of people out there who like their mascaras once they start drying up. I prefer formulas that are I like very wet formulas of foundation. I like applying them. I like working with them. Maybe it's because I've shorter lashes. I don't know what it is, but I like very wet mascara formulas. And this one is already getting to it's dry. Now, that could be both because I've had it for more than 3 months, but also because I switched the cap on it. So this cap doesn't seal as well as the original. But I do love this color blue on my lashes. So I'm going to milk that for the last few days, especially since I'm going away for Christmas. So I'm going to travel here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to have to make a decision about what's my travel makeup going to be. That's going to be a thing. And yeah, that's not going to come with me. Cheek-wise, so I had a few cheeks in. I had my Natasha Denona Cheek Duo, my Benefit Terra, and my Becca Tiger Lily. All fantastic. This, when I first reviewed it, I mentioned that this was very much an Instagrammable product. It's very dewy, and on camera with lights on looks amazing. In person, it lacks something. It just doesn't have enough color. I found that when I first put my powder down and then I tap this on top, works beautifully. But yeah, and it could be because it is very pale, pinky color, and I'm not super pale, so it could just be if it was a different color with a little more punch to it. So those are out this week. I did have my Laura Geller Gilded Honey still in here, and I'm going to keep this in here just for another round. But this is where one of my other Black Friday purchases comes in. So Macy's had these little boxes, and I bought two. So I bought the cheek box. It's called Chic Cheek. And I bought the Perfect Pout, which was all lips. And you got the five products in here. Two of them were full size and the rest were minis. They were pretty, I have them right here, so I'll show them to you. Except for one, the rest of them were pretty nice minis. But I got the full size of the No Makeup Highlighter from Perricone. This is an expensive product, but nobody buys it because nobody knows that Perricone actually makes makeup. So I was surprised to see it in here and also not surprised at the same time. I'm actually always surprised that Perricone is still in business. I've never been a fan of their no makeup line, but I also don't turn down free makeup, which when I get things in a kit, by the way, when I get things in a kit, I consider that kind of free. But these retailed for $35 for the cheek and $25 for the lip. This was $13.50 and the lip was like $11.50. So I got them crazy cheap. So I'm very happy with this purchase. Then there was the Smashbox Photo Illuminating Glow Primer. Guys, look how tiny this is. Really, Smashbox? You couldn't even give me a mini of your product? You had to, like a travel size, you had to put a sample. This is a 100-point perk from Sephora. This is a free sample at Ulta. Like, not even a purchase. Like, come on. So I was so disappointed. I think I have a full size of this anyway, but I'm so that's the only disappointing part of this whole thing. The Beauty Crop put in a full size of the Juice Pot, which is a cheek and lip tint. And I believe this is the kind that has the dropper. I'm not going to open it now because I'm not going to use it. I don't like that color pink. I will try it, but I'm sure I'm going to end up giving it to like my little sister or something. And then there was another. And then this is from Nude Sticks. It was the All Over Bronzer Stick, a travel size or a sample size of this. Also a mini. I'm not as mad about this because I don't use bronzer as much, so I'm like, that's fine. This was the one that I was super happy about. The Tarte blush is in here, and it's one of their travel sizes. This is in Seduce, and it's such a cute, I think this is a good amount of blush, and that's what I'm going to use today. I've always liked Tarte blushes, and I used to have a bunch. I got rid of them all, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I had them. So when I saw this in there, I was like, I'll buy it. Why the heck not? So, cute blush. I think it's a good color. Yeah, this is pretty. I can totally get behind this. So I'm going to shop all of those in, because why not? And then lippies. So for the last few weeks, I've had a hodgepodge of lippies. So I had a classic L'Oreal lip in orange. I had this guy from Dear Darling. It was the tint, my popsicle lip look. And then I had my Context nude. All of these were great. I didn't end up using any of these nearly as much because I also had the Tarte, the coconut gloss stick thing, which isn't here right now because it is now permanently in my work bag because it's like the perfect lip. I keep coming across these lips that don't have a ton of color, but they're really moisturizing, and they're just perfect to throw in my bag and have it work because I don't have to worry about what they look like. I can just apply during the day. And I'm obsessed with that one because it smells so good. So kudos to Tarte. So in the Perfect Pout collection that I got from Macy's, this also came with 5 products. 3 of them were full size. I would hope so because 2 are NYX, and I'm like, if NYX is going to give me a travel size, I'm going to be like, look, bitch. By the way, both those little kits came with $5 coupons off my next $20 or more beauty purchase. And you best believe, when does this expire? 2/15/23. Perfect. So you best believe I may be using that on like a foundation or something. I don't know what I'll use it on, but I'll use it on something. But this came with the Mario Badescu full-size lip mask, which I'm like, cute. I have like 17 lip masks. Didn't need another one, but I'll take it. It came with a mini of the BareMinerals liquid lip, which is actually a really pretty color. Is this their gloss? It actually doesn't say on the product. Let's see. Oh, it's the matte liquid lip. Oh, that'll be pretty. That's actually a really pretty color for winter. I'm not usually a pink girl, but this kind of like straddles between pink and red. Then it came with a travel size of Clinique's Black Honey, which I am all for. I love Clinique's Black Honey. I've had it before. I remember the limited edition they did with Sephora. They did a pink honey, and then they did a black honey mascara. Oh, fire. Like, Clinique, bring those back. Pink honey was stunning. And the black honey mascara was everything. Clinique is not known for their mascaras, but that black honey mascara, amazing. And then the last two products that came in here are from NYX. It's the Milky Gloss, and this is in, what is this? Milk the Cocoa, which I actually think I really like this color already. Yeah, I do. Look at how pretty. Oh, that's such a nice brown. I love that they put, I'm sure, I mean, these are holiday kits, but I love that they put an array of shades that are still, I feel like they're wintry, but they're not just red, which is kind of nice. Oh, and this wasn't NYX. This is Bodyography. This is the Pouty Lip Pencil. It's just a nude lippy. It's a really pretty nude lip. So, I'm feeling, what am I feeling? I'm shopping all those in. Let's just use them and try them. I have a feeling that gloss, that Black Honey is going to get a lot of play. Let's do a bright lip. Why not? Oh, that's brighter than I thought. It's pretty, though. I'm kind of here for it. We'll see how this wears and feels on the lips. I'll give a full report. I feel like I kind of cheated because I didn't technically shop my stash. I shopped my purchases for a lot of this, but I'm okay with it. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, I'm here for it. Before I leave y'all today, I wanted to give you one last review on a nail product. So we talked about the nails from Shein. $1.50, pretty good. If you're already ordering something else, I say give them a try. They're pretty nice. I will say I used my regular Glamnetics nail glue. So, but I wanted to give a review on this because I don't typically give disappointed reviews, but I just had to. So I bought these Olivia, Olivia what? Why can't I remember the name of this brand? Olive in June. I don't know why I always call them Olivia. I bought these nails from Olive in June. It's called the Press on Nails, the Instant Mani Kit. The color was stunning. So look at this beautiful red. It's just the most perfect berry color. They were on sale at Target right before Thanksgiving for $7.50. And they tout that there's 42 nails in here. The color is called Cozy Up. They were short length. I'm like, this is awesome. 42 nails. I was like, okay, that's a lot of nails. So I was very excited about it. I love the color right away. The packaging is bulky but cute. You can't really, when this is all pre-packaged, these are filled, but you can't really get a good look at the sizes of nails they have because all the ones in here are like the same size and all tiny. So the first thing, when I got these out, the first thing that I noticed when I went to go, I'm spilling them everywhere. When I went to go test them on my nail, these are very thick and very rigid. And so your nails naturally, like, they have a little bit of give. That's why you can, like, tap them on things and, like, you know, do stuff and not necessarily break them all the time. These are super rigid and they're very, very curved. So the curve on this is very intense. I think for most people that's fine. I unfortunately have very flat nail beds. So you can even see the difference in my nail bed versus this Olive and June nail. When I went to put these on, I would have to press them down and hold them for a really long time. Like a couple of them, I'd put them on, I'd press them on, and usually like 10 seconds pressing them on, and then the glue kind of takes, and I just let it keep drying, and we're good to go. If I let these go too soon, they would literally pop off, like they were tension springs, and I had to let the tension out. I was like, oh God, okay. So it took a really long time to apply. And then they were so rigid. I would do things like I would touch my nail and I would hear, I don't know if you can't hear it, but I would have them on and I would hear them like creaking, which is really weird, almost like they were settling or something, but it's because they're so rigid and so curved. They didn't mold to my nails, so like it was like the glue was fighting against them the entire time. It sounds so weird, but that's the best way I can describe it. So I put them on the night before Thanksgiving, and after I did all my cooking, like I was baking a pie. After I baked my pie and everything, I put them on, and then I had to go to work the next day, and then I was going to my dad's house, and I wanted short nails that I would be able to cook dinner and hang out and play with my brothers and sisters and like pet the dogs and like not have anything too long that would get, hard to clean under or whatever. Low maintenance. These proved to be everything but. Anything I would touch, pop, a nail would come off. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I wear nails, like glue on nails, all of the time. I wear Kiss, I would say 99% of the time, and I never have this problem. I can do anything, and I type all day long every day for work, and I don't have nails just randomly popping off. These, I would just be like doing nothing. Like I'd be on my phone doing this, and all of a sudden it'd be like popped off. I'm like, what the hell is this? My other complaint, yes, they have 42 nails in here, but they have like 2 of every size. So they have, how many would that be? 20 different sizes, 21 different sizes. Well, I don't know, and like nothing in between. I don't know if you're not used to applying nails, like typically like your ring finger and your pointer finger are usually right around the same size. Pointer finger might be a little bit smaller. Then the middle finger is just a smidgen bigger than that. Like, I'm pretty good at sizing my nails up. And like I've mentioned before, Kiss usually gives you 24 nails in every kit. And it's like 10 different sizes or 12 different sizes. But you get such a good mix that their sizing is so perfect and such small differences between the sizes that I can get 2 full sets of nails out of my box of Kiss nails. I have now 32 nails left in this kit and not a single, like I could not get another set out of this because there was one nail that fit my thumb, like 2 of them, and then that size wasn't duplicated again. So it's wasted. I'm like, why are you putting 42 nails in a set if none of them are duplicated more than once? It boggles my mind. Like, okay, then you're asking for people to just keep buying it. But what if you like pop one and you just want to replace the one, the rest of your set is fine, and you don't have any other nails that mimic that same size or are super close to it? Like, it makes 0 sense to me how they've decided to create these nail kits, and I was so disappointed. I'm like, so I legit have 21 different sizes in here. 10 of them fit me. the other 31 nails do not fit my kit and my nails, and I can't do anything about it. So now I'm like, and it sucks because it was like such a beautiful shade. I'm so disappointed. So all of that being said, if you've been interested in Olive in June, beware, buyer beware. You will only get one set out of them. I think regular price is $10, so they run about the same as the Kiss nails. Get Kiss nails. They're just better. They're infinitely better. The packaging isn't so bulky, and I just think your experience will be so much better than this. I'm just so bummed for a brand that only does nails like Olive and June, and they're really like, you know, trying some new things. I was very disappointed in their press-on kit, and just wanted to throw that out there. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm done taking your time. Thank you so much. If you've lasted this long with me, I truly appreciate you. I hope you like this kind of content. I thank you so much for even just listening to me ramble. This is so much fun for me, so I love that anybody watches it all. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I don't know when this will post, so it might be almost Christmas by the time you see this. Hopefully not. And hopefully I'll have my voice back soon. Anyway, have a fantastic day, y'all. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you hate this format of Shop My Stash, let me know that too. Happy to change it up. Have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.